Good morning.
I don't know how to start it. Do you?
You don't normally have a problem starting anything.
Well, normally we're walking along and we're just like showing people what we're doing and we're just living and that. Like this is almost like, I don't know. It's just weird talking just to a camera and not almost on your foot. Right, here we go then. Let's start from there.
We asked you some questions that we were going to answer, and we've been interrupted with so many.
Yeah, we didn't realise we was going to get so many questions. We thought we'd ask for questions, we ain't going to get enough, we're never going to do this vlog. But we were all inundated with questions, wasn't we?
Yeah.
We have got so many questions and we just, well, we can't believe it. A lot of them are repeat questions, so we're going to go through them. So, we've got our coffees. We have no idea how long this is going to go on. And I may have to sort of edit little bits and pieces of that, but I'm trying not to. So, let's carry on and see how we are. What is the first question, young Carol?
Right, the main question everyone keeps asking is, how long have we been together?
Oh, right, okay, we'll start that one then. Okay then.
And how did we meet?
Oh,
so
right.
there's two questions in one.
So we'll start at the beginning, yeah? I might put a little woo thing here, how we met at the beginning, yeah. Where did we meet at the beginning?
Well, CB, wasn't it?
Yeah, we both had a lot of CBs. This is going back
It was a new
years
era.
and years ago. Yeah, we both had CBs, and I was a very, very shy person. Carol was a very, very shy person, wasn't you? So we used to sort of like talk to each other on the CB. We met up at friends.
There was a group of us, wasn't there?
There was a group of us, yeah. We met up at a friend's place, didn't we?
We did.
They wanted to go out to the fun fair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you turned up. I was
did.
already there, and from the moment I actually sort of like laid eyes on Carol, I've never have done this in my life, but I just looked at her and I thought, wow, she was dressed so nice. You were really dressed nice. This is going to be the only nice bit of this questions and answers.
Started off good.
Okay, this is a slashy bit. And I just looked at her and I thought, wow, and I've never felt that for anybody I've ever looked at before. Not that I look at anybody else.
Of course you don't.
Okay, so that is how we met. We went out and we just sort of like fell into a relationship, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, and we've been together tormenting each other ever since.
Yeah, and so that's, gosh.
A long while ago, a long while ago.
It's got to be about 40 years, 41 years ago.
Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Anyway,
More than that.
on with the questions. Next question, that one we'll ask a little bit later, okay? So
Oh, you want to leave that one till last?
Yeah, go on.
Right. Are we the same thing? When did you first meet?
Yeah.
Was it love at first sight?
Well, we've answered this, haven't we?
What would you say, how to keep a good marriage?
How to keep a good marriage? Well,
It's
our marriage, it's been a fiery marriage, isn't it?
like War of the Roses
It
when we
is,
first
it is,
met
yeah.
and
We
clashed.
argue a lot more than most people. Not argue.
Bicker.
We bicker quite
And
a
you
lot.
sulk.
And Carol sulks.
No, you sulk. And I just let it go over my head because I've learned.
And we couldn't leave each other knowing the other one had one up on us.
That's a good way of putting it.
You know? So like, Carol was the argument. I'm like, most people think like, oh, maybe we should split up. This is the early days, obviously. Maybe we should split up. We're not meant for each other. But we was like, Carol's won that argument. I'm going to get one over on her. So we.
No, when opposites, they say opposites attract.
Yeah,
and we certainly were opposites.
Yeah, and we was opposite sort of thing, and we just, you know, and when we got married, everybody was saying, wasn't they, like, no.
Ain't gonna last.
Yeah, they even said to her
last.
face, it ain't gonna last. But thankfully,
I think that's what we're so defiant for.
Yeah,
we made sure it did.
So all the people that, well, when they said it wasn't gonna last, I was wrong and you was wrong as well, wasn't you? Because we did last.
We did.
Right, next question, babe.
Right, where do you prefer, Point Orlando or International?
Well, that's pretty easy. We've said it before. Point.
I like the Point first, because we first went there when it was the Quality Inn Plaza.
This is on International Drive in Orlando.
And it just has more memories there for us.
Yeah, and
International, it's good. We stayed there, didn't we, this year?
oh yeah,
and
it was
good.
nice. It was literally a mirror of points, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just that location-wise and memory-wise, is Point is my favourite.
Yeah. If you notice, when Carol read that question, she said Point A.
Okay,
she always calls it Point A. So I've been calling it Point A. Point A. I even got told off, didn't I, by you? It's not Point.
I didn't say it.
It's Point A. So I say Point A, and then we started getting comments saying it's not Point A, it's Point. And so if you go, well, I'm not saying go back, but if you go back when she's reading it, she actually said, where would you prefer, Point A or international? So because of Carol, I'll get things wrong. Next, the question, babe.
You ain't blaming me for that one. Right. I ain't putting down any names who's been sending these in, but this is Karen Goldsmith.
Yeah, go on.
Have you ever been to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, or would you go and review it?
Right.
We have no plan to review it, and we've never ever been there.
We've never actually been there, and
we never know where we're going to go, really, do we?
We don't. We have no idea.
I'm
the one that books the holidays. I sit there, I go through it most nights, and as soon as I see something or I think it's nice, and I think, well, we ain't been there, then I book it up, and then Carol gets the shock when she sees it come through on a text message, letting know.
I get an email saying
thank you for booking a holiday or things like that, and then she has to go at me because one time I did book an holiday while I was still on holiday.
Yeah, that's
didn't I?
Yes.
And then we spent I think it was
probably
3 hours. It took 3 hours trying to change the actual
and we had a
time.
1 day turnaround.
And we had a 1 day turnaround, which was just ridiculous sort of thing, because I totally forgot about we was on holiday and I thought we was doing nothing that month and we was doing something. And we are pretty lucky that we do carry on going on holidays, aren't we? We're very, very, very lucky. And next, the question.
Next question is from Jonathan Page.
Oh, Jonathan Page. We ain't going to read all the names out because
there's so many.
We didn't think we was going to get so many, did we? But Jonathan, what is his question?
If you could travel anywhere in the world where you haven't been, where would it be?
If we can travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? Oh, me, it's easy. It's easy. There's one place I've always wanted to go. There's always wanted to go there. And it's because I like gardening. When I was younger, I got this book, and it was from plants from the UK and New Zealand because they got the same climate. And I always wanted to go to New Zealand. I'm never going to get there. But I always wanted
I'm never going to get to New York because you won't go on a cruise, or you won't go to New York at Christmas, will you?
You don't cruise around New York.
No, I know. No. What I'm saying is, I've always went to my cruises and never went
like
to
Venice, you know.
I'm trying to if I went.
Go on. Like New York.
My favourite, where it's not so much the place. Well, the place is China, but it's not to go to China. I would like to go to the Panda Sanctuary there.
Yeah, she would.
That's what I would like to do. Right, so let's move on.
Yeah.
Kirsty, are you still going to visit Thailand?
This question came up, and Carol sort of like was reading the questions throughout the week. She's the one that's wrote everything down. I've been working. I've not had no time at all, not even to do Facebook things and everything. So this one came up. And straight away, as I said, like the last question, I'll like impulse book holidays. So I started looking up Thailand yesterday, and one of them came up, and I don't know where it was, Chain something or other. I think it was near Hua Hin. And I was actually going to book it, but then I looked at it, and it was a little bit away from the main city. And when I was trying to go back into where we was going to stay, which was the Hilton, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was like.
In Hua Hin.
Yeah, that was like Hua Hin. That was £4,000, which we can't afford. Not if we're going to do it.
I can go on my own then.
Yeah, well, you can afford it, can you?
No, you're paying me. You can't afford for two of us.
So, the answer to your question is, are we going back to Thailand? Is probably,
not at the moment.
Probably, we're not doing it yet. Having said that, I will probably look tonight after when I've edited this video out and think, oh, let's have a look. And if I see a good deal, around about sort of £2,000, I would probably book it for May, because we're contemplating on going back to Orlando in May or somewhere else, ain't we?
Well, we are in Orlando in February.
Yeah, so we ain't sure what we're going to do. Yeah. So you've answered another question coming up already. Okay, go on. We've been on 9 minutes. We've got to try and make this only 30-minute video.
Razorback. He wants to know, how many beach towels do I have? And what is Steve's favourite beer?
Well, the first question, thank you, because I've never seen them. I've seen one, only one in the bathroom, and I complimented you the other day on it, didn't I?
You did.
I actually said, Cal, you're using one of those. I've never seen them. They come here, I don't know where they go. How many towels have you got, Carol?
I counted them and I've got about 43.
No.
Yes, I have. I've got 43.
43?
Yeah. They will come in useful someday.
43?
They're soaking in the embalming liquid at the moment.
Oh, 43. Where are they?
Upstairs in the bathroom, in like an ottoman that we've like a bathroom thing in the bathroom. In the yellow bathroom. You haven't been in there lately.
No, I haven't.
Well, if you never
We have got a number of bathrooms in this
If you ever wear a towel, you know where to go.
It's not that I don't go in the bathroom. You said it. He hasn't been in the bathroom for a while. I wonder what that was.
I mean that one. You don't use that one, do you? You normally use.
No, I don't. No. Okay, then. The next question.
Right. Kim Duncan, would you consider venturing out a little bit more in Florida, like Daytona Beach?
Yeah, we've been to Daytona Beach, haven't we?
Where you drive onto the beach.
Yeah, we've been there.
Or a cola and see Silver Springs, or adding a cruise to your vacation in Florida.
Right, shall I answer it? Or
You can answer that if you
want. When we go to, the last time we went to Orlando, it was a family holiday, so we were sort of stuck back in Orlando, wasn't we? And we didn't really go nowhere. But
You haven't dressed yourself properly. Carry on, continue.
Now you see why I don't find the bathroom, don't you? I can't even dress myself. Right, I forgot where I was. Where was I? Oh yeah, it was a family holiday, so we were sort of stuck back in International Drive, and it's the same blocks backwards and forward, and we get a little bit bored of doing the same thing, don't we? We enjoy our holidays, but we like to sort of venture out and see things that we have not seen before. So we was planning then to do away from Orlando, wasn't we? We was going to St. Austin's Beach or something like that, wasn't it? And there was a few places we was going to, St. Augustine's Beach or something. There was a few places we was going to go, but we didn't do. We're back there again. Almost said when, but that's another question. And we would definitely be off the drive a lot more because
we haven't been to the time for.
We haven't been to Daytona
over 20 odd years.
Yeah, last time we was there, our car almost got hit by lightning, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
It did, didn't it? A big thunder of lightning, a big flash. Radio went off on the actual car, and yeah, it was.
But it's good driving on the beach.
It's good driving on the beach, walking along underneath the pier, seeing the little crabs running backwards and forward. Daytona, the last time we went, it was a little bit more sleazier than, well, a lot more sleazier than Clearwater, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But we don't mind that. We like meeting.
We
like seeing
all round. So
we do. We go off the beaten track or whatever like that. Like, just one little story was in Orlando a long time ago when there was a lot of muggings and things like that was going on, wasn't they? And everyone was telling us, stay on International Drive, don't go off International Drive. About the 80s, I think this was, wasn't it? It was in the papers daily and all that, but tourists being mugged, because when we're mugged, we don't give our stuff up. Whereas at the Americans, when they say give us your wallet, they give them the wallet. But we go like, no, we ain't going to. And we was like, a few English people was being killed. So we ventured off then, didn't we? We went off International Drive round the back streets to see what was there. And suddenly there was this man sort of following us.
Behind us, wasn't he?
And he was scruffy and he looked like, well, he didn't look very a nice character, did he? And then he walked up to me and
you're saying to me, walk fast, walk fast.
I'm telling her walk fast, and Carol's like,
I'm not walking fast.
I'm not walking fast, it's hot. So she's walking along, I'm babbling on again. So this man came up to us, I thought, oh, this is it. He's going to take what little money I got before Carol spent it. What am I going to do? You know, do I, you know, make him mad, or do I make her mad? What do I do? So he come up and he sort of went for his pocket. I thought, this is it, he's got a gun. He pulled out a police badge, wasn't it? He goes, it's okay, ma'am, sir. I'm with the police force. I suggest that you don't come this sort of this area. He was an undercover cop, wasn't it? You'd never believed it in the world. I thought I was dead then. I thought I was dead.
They can't afford to have any incidents.
But that was like, that was in the 80s.
Gosh, that was.
Since then, yeah, I don't even know what the question was I was answering.
You were supposed to be something about
oh, do we have a finger? Yeah, do we have a... Yeah, so this was just one little story sort of thing. But since then, we've never found any problem in Orlando whatsoever.
I'd say it's the most... I'd say for walking around there than what it is in London.
Yeah. Next question. Sorry for babbling on, but... That's
right. This question's coming up again. What do you both do for a living?
Right, this is the big one. This is the reason why.
This is Talis Wade, but there's so many people that have asked this question.
Okay, yeah. This is the reason why we're doing the question and answers, because we were getting so many questions. What do you do this? What do you do that? What do you do that? And we thought we'd get it all out of the way straight away, didn't we? We got a lot of Orlando questions, unfortunately, because that's our last blog. We wanted other questions, but this is what we got. What do we do for a living? What do you do for a living, Cal, apart from collect towels?
Right. When I first left school, I was a shorthand secretary, then I had the children, so then I went into caring so that I could be around for the children. It fitted with them. And then when I got the cancer, I came away from caring, and I go back. I do personal care, and I also do housekeeping.
Yeah, and it's pretty part-time, isn't it? It's not.
I don't do full on. No, I don't do it full on, but yeah, that's what I do. So it's not very interesting, but it's rewarding. So that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Go on.
What do I do?
Jack of all trades, isn't you?
What do I do? Apart from annoying Carol.
Yeah, that's a good job of his.
Very, very boring job. Very, very boring job. At the moment, well, most of my life I've actually worked in the double glazing industry, haven't I? I used to be in a family business, and we used to manufacture actual double glazing windows and everything like that. That sort of, I fell out with some of my family members and moved away from that, and then I went into installing windows about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Yeah. So I'm actually a window installer. I go in, install windows, doors, conservatories, etc. Very, very boring. And at my age, it's not the job you should be doing, because it's a very, very physical job, like moving things up and down stairs and all that, you know.
Keeps you out of mischief, though.
Yeah, it keeps me out of mischief. But very, very boring job.
So there you go.
But I am self-employed, and that is why I can take time off. Well, apart from now, I've got so much work on at the moment. I've been told not to take no time off whatsoever.
Not for the next couple of months,
not for the next couple of months.
Works out good anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works out good because
school holidays are coming up. Yeah. We don't go away in school holidays anyway.
And also we need to, you know, top up our little bank balance. I've been overspending, but that's another question. Maybe afford our holidays later. Very boring.
And do you have a soccer team?
Do I have a soccer team?
Yeah. Whoever's winning.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching football at the moment. Wish I wasn't. It puts me asleep watching England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very good.
And yeah, when I was younger, I used to like. I was in school when I was really, really young, and they said, "You got to pick a team. You got to pick a team." So I literally picked a team, and the team I picked was Wrexham. Why Wrexham? Welsh team. I don't know why. About 3 weeks later, everyone told me, you can't have that one, it's got to be a local team. So I picked a team which, all my family went West Ham. There was all West Ham. You know, my mum, my dad, my two brothers, West Ham, West Ham, West Ham. And me, being the one that sort of like tried to be a bit different to them, West Ham got beaten. And they got beaten by Tottenham. So I've become a Tottenham fan. And I was a Tottenham fan for probably about 10 years. And then I see the players playing and Tottenham lost and I was all upset and all that. And then I see the players coming off and they've just been beaten, like killed.
Not killed.
Not killed, but you know, really, really beaten, really, really bad. And the players were just shaking each other's hand and thing. And the commentator on the TV said, oh, they're mates, they'll probably go for a drink and have a laugh about this. And I thought to myself, why am I getting upset about football when they're mates and all that? And I'm just watching them. So I sort of like didn't bother with football. So the answer is at the moment, there isn't really a team. I don't care what team wins or loses.
His other question is, how is your home in England? I don't really understand what he is saying about that, so I think we're
How is our home in England?
Yeah.
Well, our home in England is here in Kent. And hopefully every time we come back, it's still here.
He comes from Bermuda, so I mean, He does come from Bermuda,
maybe
so I'm
he
not
wants
sure.
to know. Well, yeah. Who is it? What's his name?
Talisa Wade.
Talisa Wade. If you're thinking what it's like in England, we are going to do some vlogs on like days out. Anyway.
Coastal regions of England.
If I can get the actual time off work to actually do them on weekends, because I'm working full out at the moment. So we are planning. So if that is your question, you will see what it's like in England on the upcoming vlogs between now and our next holiday.
Yeah.
Next question.
Right.
It's right on we've been. 20 minutes. Come on, we've got 10 minutes to get all the questions. Impossible.
Nathan Joy, do you have any pets?
Do we have any pets? Yes, we do. We have a little dog. Well,
We've
big
got a little dog. We've got a black Labrador dog.
Labrador, he was very ill the other day, wasn't he?
He wasn't very well at all,
He
was he?
wasn't very well at all, and we thought we was going to lose him. And since then, he's packed up and everything's okay, isn't it?
He has, yeah.
He's in the other
Back to
room at the
normal.
moment. Yeah.
He must have had a little chill.
Yeah, so he had a really bad cough, and we did lose one dog through cancer, didn't we? A few years ago.
It's his son, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we will.
So we got one
like
dog and we got some fish.
Yes.
Next question. See that? Copyright music.
What do you do for a job to be able to go to Orlando so often?
Right, as I
And
said.
that is from Captain De Burger.
Right, as I said, I'm a window fitter, self-employed, so that's why I can go away.
And we always look for deals. Well, you always look for deals.
I always look for deals. I don't always pick the best
We
deal.
don't overly budget when we go away.
Yeah.
We don't do every park. We budget. We do budget on our holidays.
One of us does. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Next one.
and also we have dipped into savings recently.
Oh right, yeah.
So-
We have dipped into savings, and they've gone down quite a lot, sort of thing. So, yeah, that's why we need to recharge them.
We're going to try and rebuild them up, and so we
Rebuild
carry
them
on
up
doing as
and-
much as we can do.
Yeah, that's it.
But we did have a spur.
We did have a big spur of holidays, yeah. But you've got to enjoy yourself. You know, we're getting on later in life now, ain't we? We ain't going to be here forever. Enjoy it.
Right, Susie Quinton, can you recommend some good places to eat in Orlando that aren't typically American cuisine? That's a difficult one, really, isn't it? You've got the Brazilian steakhouse, which is meats and veg and salads.
Yeah. We was going to try the Thai one, wasn't we? There's a Thai restaurant just opposite Point.
Yeah.
We was going to try that one. We'd never tried that. We tried China buffet, which was quite nice. Can't really recommend any. What are not typical
It's
American.
mainly all the same sort of food, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless you go to like.
Unless they mean like we concentrate on like the fast, easy foods, don't we?
No, she's saying that they're fed up with burgers, pasta, and everything else.
Oh right.
So.
Well, there's always the steaks, but they're pretty dear, and they're not as good as they used to be, are they? I remember having a steak in Micado's years ago. Best steak I've ever had in my life, and now they're just bland, really. For what the price you're paying, they're not really worth it, you know. But we can't really recommend.
I think Cracker Barrel do like homely foods.
Cracker Barrel, which is one of our vlogs coming up in the next.
And I think Perkins
week,
ain't
probably.
too bad either.
Perkins was nice, was it? That's an American diner, isn't it?
It's an American diner, but I mean, you
Yeah.
can get like sort of a casserole there or something like that,
Yeah.
like a skillet.
Yeah, there is some nice places in America, but they're high budget, and as we said, we try not to be high budget. Do we? We could go out there. We could have one holiday where we went and done the highest budget steaks, like Charlie's Steak, place like that, and you know, what's that other steakhouse? The Italian place across from Point. Was going to go to. You wanted to go in there for
Maggiano's.
Maggiano's.
That's a.
Yeah, I know, but these are like some Italian. That's what I'm trying to say. That that's not like typical American, but they're it's the price, and you don't really get for what you're paying for.
Depends. You can't say
You
that.
don't. If you're paying like £100 or something like that for a meal, then I know you.
You don't worry paying £100 for a meal.
I look at what the taste is for what I'm paying, and I'll so if I'm paying this much, I expect the taste to be this much. If the taste is like quite good, I'm paying this much, then you can see there's a big difference. So I would mark that meal down.
Right, so we can't really help you on that one, I'm sorry. Right, this is from Nathan Joy. What is the worst smelling place you have been?
The worst smelling place we've been?
Yeah.
Okay, then the worst smelling place we've been. Well, it's easy, isn't it?
I know what mine is. And it's not, well, it's in a country, but it's not actually a country, if you're saying like, what country's the smelliest? It's
but the bathroom upstairs.
Yeah. No, it's the penguin encounter at SeaWorld. I did enjoy the penguin encounter, but the stench as you go through, it just overwhelmed me. That's the one that comes to mind.
Yeah. First time we went to Thailand, we went down this little back street. Again, we don't stay where the tourists are, and it was like walking down the sewers area.
Yeah, that was a bit stenchy, wasn't it?
It really was bad. We went into like the main street, which wasn't that much better. We sat down on 2 milk carts, wasn't it?
It was the first evening we got there, wasn't it? Yeah. And it was, they set us down, it was like a food stall, and we sat on crates. We ordered this, well, we were looking around to see what they was ordering.
Yeah, we ordered these like noodle things. They give us a little bit of water, they give us a candle, we stuck it on top of the
We ordered it, and what they came around was with the bowl of the vegetables and all the ingredients, a bowl of water, stuck it on like a candle, and we had to cook it ourselves. And everyone was looking because they knew what they were doing, but we didn't know what we were doing. But
one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. Getting back to the last question about paying the high price and the low price, we paid the lowest price. I think it was something like about 50p at the time, and I've had one of the best meals ever. You know, go by the meal, don't go by the actual how much you're paying.
Right, there's another question. What is the longest word you know? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and don't ask me how to spell it.
Okay then.
And it is a word.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And what is the strangest ice cream flavour?
The what?
What is the strangest ice cream flavour you've come across?
The strangest ice cream flavour?
Yeah.
Don't know. I've never had any strange ice cream flavours.
I wouldn't say they were strange. There's combinations, but no, I can't think of the strangest one that I've come across. Right, Jen, why do you like International Drive so much? And would you consider staying down the Disney corridor?
Right. Why do we normally just put in
International Drive?
We know International Drive. We know the hotel what we stay in quite a lot, and we use it as a base, and we go off of there quite a lot as well, don't we? We don't just stay on.
You're central to SeaWorld, Universal, and Disney, aren't you?
Yeah, you're only like 15 minutes from Disney. You're by the actual I4, so you're straight down to like Tampa and Clearwater. You go the other way, you can go down the toll road, and you're down to Kennedy and Daytona. And it's like it's
also, I think it's nice just to be able to come out your hotel and you've got lots on your doorstep basically. Yeah. You can just walk up and down.
Yeah, there is another one. What isn't there? Asked, would we consider
going down to Disney?
No, going down to Lake where you're staying.
Oh, Lake Buena Vista.
Lake Buena Vista.
Would we consider staying there?
Carol has actually stayed there. Carol went to Orlando without me.
I did. No. You turned around. We just moved down to Kent. And it came up to the Maybank holiday for the children, and he said, why don't you? He said, look, it's a good deal. Why don't you go with the children? And then you rang me up on the Monday morning and said, have you booked it yet? So I thought, right, that's it. I'm going to book it, and I went.
Left me. Totally
booked on the Monday, went on the Friday with 2 children, petrified, but I enjoyed it. You won't let me go again, though, will you, on my own?
You can go on your own if you want to go on your own.
Yeah, you pay. Exactly.
You're trying to tell me something.
And yes, I did go to Lake Buena Vista.
And she did stay at Lake Buena Vista then, yeah. And so.
But we are going back.
We have looked it up. We looked up.
28 years ago.
Yeah,
now,
we looked up at a YouTube video to see what it was like. It looks quite nice. We was going to change our one, wasn't we?
Yeah.
And if we go in May, I don't think we'd be staying on International Drive. We'd be staying probably somewhere else, but I don't know whereabouts that is yet.
Right. Have you ever thought of doing a cruise?
Have we ever thought of doing a cruise?
I've thought lots about it.
Carol would love to do a cruise. I won't go because I know that you go from port to port to port to port, you get off, you explore the area, but we take our time. I'll take my time exploring. But we went to Turkey, didn't we?
Yeah.
Alanya, which has a big like port there. People come in, they go to the restaurants and they go back out the next day. When we was in Alanya, all the restaurants around the actual port was overpriced and the food wasn't as good. Because they was just tourists. When you got back away from there, probably about 10 minutes walk, the food was so much better. It was so much better. It was, yeah, it was just, the atmosphere was better and everything was so much better. So the idea of going to a cruise and then just stopping off at this port and just going to where the tourists are, even though we always go to touristy places, it's just not what I want. You know, I like to take my time, don't I? Like we go back to places again and again and again, and we sort of like slowly learn about them. Other people go there and they have a list. You know, we're going to do this day, this day, this, and it's
That's certainly ain't us.
And it's not us, is it? We just like we
not.
like to explore and do things. You know, and just take it what we feel like that day. So no, for me, cruise, no, I couldn't do one. But we're thought about it.
Right, Ed Theme Parks. Any plans on visiting Disneyland in California or Universal Hollywood? Would love to see you in LA doing the sites.
Right, well we've been to Los Angeles, haven't we?
We have been to Los Angeles.
Yeah, we've been to that Disneyland.
And we did do Disneyland.
Yeah, it was a lot smaller than the other one then.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
We stayed just across the road from there, didn't we? We actually walked there.
In Anaheim, wasn't it?
I don't know where it was. It was literally across the road we stayed, and this was a long time ago. We were
staying in Las Vegas, so we came down to California for a couple of days.
We was, and we come down, and we was again warned, be careful. There's certain places in LA. I don't know what it's like now, but you don't go there. And I think South Central was one of them. And we didn't have sat navs in them days, so we was driving along, and my sat nav was carrying, and suddenly we hit this road, and it was 10 lanes of motorway. And we didn't have sat nav, I didn't know where I was going.
Maps in them days.
Yeah, I was holding onto this steering wheel and I was sweating. And all I heard out of my ear was Santa Ana Freeway.
Santa Ana Freeway.
Santa Ana Freeway. And that Santa Ana Freeway was 10 lanes that way, and I was on this side. I shot across the whole lot. And do you see on films and you see the beep, 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 and people screeching away? That happens. That happened in real life to us. I got on the Santa Ana Freeway. I was sweating. I was terrible. I turned to Carol and I was like this, and I went, I'm on the bloody Santa Ana. And she went in a perfect American voice and went, honey, you don't want to be on that one.
Well, I know, because you didn't listen to what my sentence was going to be. You just heard Santa Ana.
And I see the turn off.
Yeah.
And I just shot across.
Well, you're too impulsive, was it? You should wait until
we went into like the Bronx area or whatever it was called then, I don't know. There was bars on people's windows. I got out, I knocked on someone's house. They would not open the door to us. Yeah, they would not open the door. And to get onto the back freeway again, there was literally fences, there chain fences stopping you get onto the freeway. And I said to them, I'm here, I need to get on the freeway. And eventually someone opened this door, he opened the door with a little chain thing. It was terrible, And he said to us, go away. And I said, no, look, I've got my wife and kids. And I did, I had them in the car. And he went, what are you doing here? I said, I'm lost. I said, what, lost? Can you please help me? And he literally said, go down here, and we got back onto it, yeah. So, anyway, getting back to your question, we have done Disneyland, yeah. Do we consider doing any other ones? I was looking again yesterday at going back to another place that we've been, Sentosa.
Oh, Sentosa Island.
Sentosa Island in Singapore. When we went there, Universal wasn't there. Universal's there now. Prices are coming out around about $4,000. That's why I didn't even mention anything. Our price limit for an holiday is around about $2,000, isn't it? $2,500 or whatever like that.
If you want to do as many holidays as we're
doing.
Yeah,
if you want to do as many holidays as we're doing, because we haven't got the funds. Like everybody has, you know, nobody's got the funds to do all these holidays, especially if you're working or, you know, you've got to take time off work. We're self-employed. When we go away on holiday, we earn nothing, do we?
No.
No, we earn nothing. We lose what we earn. We've still got to pay our council tax. Oh, there we go. Go. Next one. Sorry for taking so long on this video, but we have so many questions.
Right. Vicky Dunn, your professions, which we've covered, and what plans for next year?
Plans for next year. So, yeah, we might as well say. Right. So far, we are going September, beginning of September, it's
Lanzarote.
Yeah.
It's not next year though.
No, this year. Oh, sorry, this year. Oh, well, I'm just doing this year. Yeah, right. So this year is September's Lanzarote. End of September is Cyprus, which we loved. We really fell in love with the place. Overwhelmed by it. We're going back again to see the other side of the island now. Brilliant, brilliant place. After that,
November, Gran Canaria.
November, so September, October. We're not doing nothing October.
Well, October is like Cyprus, isn't it?
Oh, so yeah, Cyprus. Yeah, November is Gran Canaria.
Yep.
Yeah, we went there. We didn't really give it a good look of what it was like. People have said it's a lot better than what we sort of showed it, because it's mainly set in shopping centres, isn't it, and places like that. So we're going to go there, staying in a really, really cheap hotel.
Yeah.
Really, really cheap hotel. Fantastic
deal. As long as it's clean.
As long as it's clean, it's a base. We'll be using the bus and all that. We're going around there. After that, we're going
Tenerife in December.
We're going back to Tenerife. Los Cristianos. Again, a cheap hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, very cheap. We actually booked it while I was actually out there. Again, impulse booking of holidays, worry about paying for them later. Silly me. And next year, February.
Next year, all we've got planned at the moment is February, Orlando.
February, we're going back to Orlando, end of February, ain't we, for your birthday?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you wanted to go, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll be travelling around there. I'm looking at the moment for January. That's when I was looking at Sentosa. I don't know, taking time.
How has Orlando changed since you first started going?
Right, Orlando has changed.
That is Tattooed Power Ranger.
The first time we stayed there, we stayed in the International Inn, which is now Little Rose and closest to Orlando. Universal. Yeah, getting tongue-tied now. Oh, I'll do this. It was when I'm thinking of how long it's taking. Yeah. So, how has it changed? Well, that was the only part of International Drive then, wasn't it?
Yes.
You used to get up to the biggest McDonald's, across the road there was nothing. And that's why I'm getting back to the next time we went to the Days Inn, which was right down the other end.
Near SeaWorld.
And we walked along while they were still building some of the motels.
The convention centre wasn't built, they was building that.
Was they? No, I thought the convention centre was there. Yeah, the Peabody was there.
The Peabody was there,
which is
that
now
is now the...
Don't know.
Is it the Hyatt or the Marriott?
I don't know.
One of them, it's changed.
That was there, but there was nothing there. And then Mercado's, that's another question was coming up. Do we miss Mercado's? Yeah, we do. We still love Mercado's.
We did.
Going there, watching the entertainment, wasn't it? Having a drink, having a nice little meal where you could go round all the food court, wasn't it?
Well, there's a big food court there and little outlets.
Yeah, so
entertainment.
How has it changed? It's changed a lot.
It's moved on. It's moved
a lot. It's got a lot more expensive. A lot more expensive.
But we were getting $2 to the pound then.
We was, yeah. So is that question done?
I think
next question.
When you're next going to Florida, we've already answered that.
Have you done that one?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh
no, because we... Sorry.
Go on, quickly.
Right, let's start again. Should Carol be in the blazing sun so much with having non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in the past? Just worried about her. That's from Maureen. What should I say to that? I'm not on chemo anymore, and when I was on chemo, I was very protective. I had hat on and even had wig on as well. But hat on, everything. And I did cover up with all sun creams and basically covered up.
Yeah.
Now, I do get overheated, but that's mainly because of the sun and the heat, and I can't stand too much heat. But as for going out in the sun, I think it makes me feel a little bit better actually.
Yeah.
And I know how to keep myself cool, which I play safe, but I don't overly play safe. I won't be covered up in the sun. But that's just me. I'm not saying anything and I don't find I burn anymore.
You don't? She goes a lovely colour.
I don't burn anymore, whereas before I would burn, go red.
Yeah. Me, lobster red. Lobster red straight away for 2 days, yeah. Talking about should you go in the sun anymore, yeah. Should we say, the reason we're actually doing this now, this morning, is the fact that this afternoon I've got an actual biopsy on a little spot that's been on my back, which I believe is skin cancer. Yeah?
Yeah.
And so now I'm fearful of the sun when we go away, ain't we? I've had it there for 3 months and I've done nothing about it. Like a man, you know, oh, go away, go away, go away. Went to the actual doctor last week. He said, like, refer me to the skin cancer place or whatever. They're going to do a biopsy this afternoon. So you should cover up in the sun, shouldn't you? Not be like us, but it is what it is. But anyway, the next question.
Right, what is favourite ride
And
and your favourite theme park?
Yeah, well, we've answered that already. A favourite theme park. Oh no,
no,
we haven't. No,
No,
because
my favourite,
good one.
My favourite theme park, Phil, is Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens. Yeah.
Yes.
Only visited it once.
Yeah.
And amazing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? You
Yeah.
got the animals. You got like the kiddie rides. If you're taking the kiddie rides there.
It's got everything.
You
There's
got
all
the
the
roller
family.
coasters. Not big queues. Yeah. Really enjoyed it. Our best ride there.
What's your favourite ride anyway?
Yeah, well, it's always the water rides, isn't it?
For me, it's the water rides. I don't like the coasters.
Cowa don't like the coaster ones and all that. And to be dead truthful, we only do it for the YouTube, don't we? I'm not really interested in if I go in it or not.
No, you're just about to see the fear in my face. Right. Right, Paul Hughes, do you have a built-in sat-nav in the hire cars, or is it extra?
It's extra, but if you've got an up-to-date phone, which I didn't have until the last trip, and I actually got this, I had to update my phone because of what I'm using at the moment, the DJI, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Cal was showing me the time because
I've got to go work.
Right, so because I bought the DJI Pocket 3 or 4, whatever it's called, my phone wasn't linked to it, so I had to buy another phone. Now I've got the other phone. When you get into the actual cars, it links up to their sat nav, like their actual screen, and you can use your Google, which is what we use, don't we?
Yeah, you do.
But otherwise, you do have to pay extra for it.
Yeah, if you want to use it, it is built in a car, but if you want to use it, you have to pay.
Right, next one, babe.
Right. Jenny Stoke, please consider staying in the Rosen in Lake Buena Vista.
Which we have
We are
considered,
going to consider it.
which we've already answered, so thank you. Next one.
Right, Lee Harris, what process of collecting car in the USA and what is the driving like over there?
Well, we pick it up from the airport, or you can actually pick it up what we used to do on International Drive, and we go through, is it Andy?
Andy, Florida Discount Cars.
Yeah, and if you do the...
We've gone through Alamo normally.
but he normally goes through Alamo.
At the airport.
And if you go through him, all the actual insurance is already done for you, so you don't have to worry
And
about
literally, you
that.
go up to the counter, you show them your voucher.
They don't try to upsell you or anything,
No.
They just literally, you get in the car and you drive, and driving out there, once you've done it a little bit, it's pretty easy. It's a lot harder driving over here. And you drive in London over here, and then if you're driving over there, it's another world. It's so much easier, isn't it? Next question, because we've got to try to click this up quickly.
All right.
We've got so many questions, so that's why we didn't want to go on.
Fiona,
That's why I've made this into 2 like blogs, so I had to.
Do you ever consider going to different states in USA?
Yes, we do. We've talked about doing the Route 66, haven't we?
I'd love to do Route 66
We'd love to
and
do-
also go to Nashville.
And Nashville is one of our. We do like country music, don't we? And Nashville is one of them.
I'd like to go to the old Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, and just going on the strip in there and going all the bars
And Route 66,
and
stopping at all different
But Route 66
locations.
going right across America from one side to the other and ending up in Las Vegas or California. We really have. We've looked into it. Again, it's funding.
Graham says, what was the best hotel stayed in Orlando?
For me, it's the Days Inn right at the bottom.
And for me, it's the Rosen Point.
SeaWorld.
And we haven't stayed in a lot. I mean, we've always done
we've
the
always
same
done that.
hotels
Yeah,
lately.
yeah, we have. Yeah.
But Rosen Point is my to go to hotel.
Next one.
Next one. When are you back in Tenerife? That's from Lane.
December, isn't it?
In December, yeah.
December, looking forward to it. I like Tenerife a lot.
Julian, do you miss Mercado Shopping Centre? and Benetton's on iDrive.
Yeah, Benetton's we never went into, did we?
No.
No, never went
Mikado, yes, I do miss it.
We miss Mikado a lot, as
Icon
we said.
Park has taken over, and it's Icon Park is good. Mikado is just one of our favourites.
It was one of our favourites, and also the place opposite where we used to eat our meal, we miss so much.
Ponderosa.
Ponderosa. There is one Ponderosa there. Was going to visit the last one, wasn't we?
Yeah, we didn't get to do it.
Yeah, we missed Ponderosa's. Ponderosa's was good.
How do changes make you feel on iDrive over the years?
Yeah, it's good. Isn't
Obviously,
it?
the first time you ever go to iDrive, it's your first time and you take it all in, and it's. I think it's always going to be your preference.
Yeah.
But it's moved on greatly now, and it's catering for a lot more tourists. Which when we went there years ago, there wasn't as many tourists.
No, we actually was the first. We was actually.
There was amazing English accent, wasn't they?
Yeah, they said like, "No, are you from England?" And it was brilliant. And then also because I've got like the London accent, they said, "Go, you from Australia?"
Yeah.
Every time we got Australia, and I thought, no.
Steve Bryant, do you find there are so many Orlando vlogs that it becomes repetitive?
Yes, we do. That's the thing we don't like about Orlando, is the fact that it's so many. And as I said earlier, we put an Epcot video up, and then we watched two other people
all this week
follow, and it was the same video they done and we done, and it becomes repetitive. So we start looking into it like it's our memories, isn't it? It's nice when you every now and then Carol might get like a question, because she answers all the questions on a video that we put back a year. So she will look at it because she won't remember what we did on it, and then she'll look at it and I'll look at it and we think, oh, we did that, isn't it nice?
Yeah, you go back
and then we want to book up again because it's so nice, isn't it? Mm. So yeah. So do we?
It does get repetitive. But it changes quite a lot out there, so I guess for us, we don't know if some changes that happen. Yeah. For other people that are watching them, yeah, it's more repetitive over and over again for people to watch. But then it depends what people. People get excited by watching them anyway, don't they?
Next one, because my coffee's gone. No. I'm going to have to put this into 2 videos. It's just gone on too long.
Right, my husband's been treated for prostate cancer. This is from Sue. How do we deal with insurance due to Carol's diagnosis with health problems? How do we deal with insurance?
Right, well, you're with what?
I am with
Resolute. And if you pay an extra little bit or something like that?
I do. I signed up for a monthly fee, and it actually included the insurance. However, a week ago, I did get a message saying that the upgrade that I'm on, it doesn't. They're doing other perks now, but it's not including insurance.
Oh, right.
So, before I had Revolut, what should I say? Took my chance.
Yeah. It's
a case of either you don't do nothing and don't go anywhere. But the way I look at it is, I'm always having checkups and bloods done, and yes, if I go out somewhere and I don't feel too good for a couple of days, I just rest up.
And also
I would get, if I really felt I was unwell, I would get a flight home.
Yeah. Okay then. So Carol's going to go, and we're going to carry on with this when she comes back.